City High School football is only hours away. Kennewick plays Richland in the state quarterfinals. It's the upstart Lions versus the powerhouse Bombers.
Calls the play. Gives it to Gofford. Touchdown, Kennewick!
The last time these two teams met, it couldn't have been more exciting. Richland won by a point in overtime during the regular season to put the capper on an undefeated season. Expect a war again this Saturday.
And of course, it's black and orange. You know, that doesn't mix with green and gold these days. So,
Coach Pearson says his team didn't put out its best performance in the first game, but he says his team gained valuable experience.
Well, I'd like to think that the guys have enough confidence by coming back twice in that game to do it again if they need to.
The Lions moved the ball well against the top defense in the league, scoring 27 points that night. Bomber linebacker Garrett Benner says his team wasn't up for the game. Expect a different effort Saturday.
We didn't have a very good game against them last time, you know, on defense. No one really had a good game, you know, and they had the upper hand, you know, because we weren't up for the game and we weren't ready for it. But this time we're going to be ready.
Kennewick traveled a much different route to get to this game, losing 2 games during the regular season. They've shown marked improvement each week, peaking to beat Walla Walla and Kabaikan in mini playoff, and then coming from 21 points down to beat Gonzaga Prep in the first round of state. At the heart of the improvement is quarterback Josh Perkins, who says the team will use the Gonzaga game as a springboard.
Well, I think it does, because if anything, it just made us believe that we can come back to anything. I mean, we were down at halftime and things were looking real bad, and we were able to come together and come back for us.
There aren't many folks giving Kennewick much of a chance to beat Richland Saturday, but that doesn't bother Lion head coach Ed Troxel.
What chance was there against Gonzaga Prep, you know? We're just going up there for the bus ride. And, you know, in the mini-series, hey, we weren't supposed to beat Walla Walla, you know, but we went over and look what happened. You know, Santa Claus was there, and he opened his bag, and we got a victory.
The Lions are hoping to get the same kind of present this Saturday at 1 o'clock in Richland's Bomber Bowl.
So who are you putting your bets on for that game?
I knew you'd ask me that. If you were going to Reno, I bet the point spread would be about 10 in Richland's favor, but don't count Kennewick out. They're incredible, and they're improving every game. So in other words, wait and see.
And who did you...
Good evening. The Kennewick Lion football team will play its semifinal game against Kentwood at home on Saturday. The game was originally scheduled to be played in Richland, but local officials wanted the game switched and state officials obliged. Kennewick earned the right to beat Kentwood by knocking off Richland 23-21 Saturday in the Bomber Bowl. It's worth one more look. Richland opened up a 14-7 halftime lead. Nate Holdren throws to Cale Boyder for a pretty 47-yard touchdown. But the Lions stage a gutty second-half rally. Third quarter, they run the option to perfection. Josh Perkins pitches to Daryl Moore around left end. He's gone. He turns on the Jets for an 82-yard touchdown as he gets the picket line. The game is tied at 14 apiece on the big play. Then the Lion defense comes alive. Richland stuck way in their own end after the ensuing kickoff. Eric Orange and Ryan Reddy get to Holdren for a safety on a controversial call. It turned out to be the difference in the ball game. Kennewick takes a 9-point lead when Perkins runs around right end. He races to the right corner and makes it for a 34-yard touchdown run. 23-14 Lions. Richland makes a valiant comeback. Nate Holdren in the fourth quarter, about 4 minutes to go, scrambles and finds Tobin Phelps open for a 30-yard touchdown, but the comeback fell short as Kennewick bumps off the #1 ranked team in the state in the third straight thriller between the two teams.
What's it about these two teams when they get together? They have to go down to the wire.
Well, hey, we're mad. They're just super. Hey, you know, hey, they don't like us, and we don't like them, you know, when you get down to rivalry. Hey, you know, now, after the game, hey, we're good friends. I want you to understand that. Only when, hey, we get on that field does that blood boil.